Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. I hope you are having a good time. We are taking a construction house, 7 tons, to wherever that place was. In wherever this state was. Ohio? Oklahoma. Fucking hell. Oklahoma. One of the new places I haven't been yet. So that's good. Yeah, so I once again have another quandary about this. Mainly the trucks, because I'm so fucking OCD, it's ridiculous. Whoa, hello. I really need to learn to look. That would be very beneficial. Let's go. So, I was thinking, for some reason, the Volvo VNL 2014, I don't know how or why, but I can't drive in a straight line with that truck. I don't know why. I really can't. Like this one I'm doing fine with right now. VNL, I struggled so much. Don't know why. And I don't always like to drive the Kenworth W900 or the Peterbilt 389 because I like snub nose, but I don't like the Peterbilts or the Kenworth snub nose, or the International for that matter. So I'm going to trial this truck. See, oh, and the Freightliner and maybe the Mack. As you know, if you didn't already, my entire fleet for AI is just Macks. Now, they are 585s, horsepowers. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, that's made the decision a little easier. So basically, whichever truck I get rid of, whether it's the Volvo or the Freightliner, is going to replace this entire list. I'm thinking Freightliner at the moment. I don't really care for the Max. I don't drive them. I might drive them again and decide. I mean, it is only AI, but obviously the higher horsepower, the more they can do, higher efficiency, and the better truck you have, the more fuel economy it is. I know that Freightliner is 600 horsepower, but it's better than 585 or 565. And I don't want my entire fleet to be, you know, I know it's a game, but I don't want my entire fleet to be... Where's my Peterbilt? Oh, I'm on it. Peterbilts or Kenworths or even this kind of International. I want them to be more updated, you know, as, you know, you would see in a company like Walmart, for example. I think they just use Freightliners. I'm not sure. I think a Freightliner is a good option. It's modern. It's updated. I mean, the interior even has a warning thing, so, you know, there's that. It would be probably a bit different. Probably a bit more like... No, that's gross. A bit more like this, because I won't be driving it. They'll have the same interior stuff, because, I mean, it makes... Well, except for that. Because it makes sense. Like, delivery report, what else would you look at inside the truck? Besides, like, logically, it'll be... What have they got? Delivery report, then fuel consumption, then expenses, really. But delivery will be at the top, so you can see exactly where you're going all the time. It makes sense to me, anyway. I don't know what else, but I'd probably customize it. And, of course, the modded version would be in this livery, the Freightliner one. I don't think I'd have the same outside, though. Probably have, like, plastic-related stuff, just to cut down on costs and things. You know how they do that in games? In real life, sorry. And games, I suppose. Just makes it a bit more basic and a bit cheaper, I suppose. So it'd look probably that. It would be the entire fleet. Like I said, it's only really... Oh, with chrome. Oh no, black probably would look better, to be fair. It's only really for AI, I'm aware, but I am OCD. And of course, any time that I get a new truck, and it's annoying because you can't reorder them. So anytime I get a new truck, I have to sell the entire fleet anyway. Just so I could bump it up the list. But I mean, at the moment, it's this. I might keep it, I don't know. I also want all my trucks in one garage, main garage, the base garage, and at the moment there's one that isn't. And ideally, I don't drive Max, but if I drove a Freightliner, every now and then it would be in the place of this, if that makes sense. And if they're all Freightliners, it doesn't matter which one I use, but it would probably be the top one. At one point, it was one of everything. Like, I had a Western Star, I had a Peterbilt, I had a Kenworth, I had everything in every garage, and I just got fed up with doing that every time. It was so annoying. It was just time consuming, and I couldn't be arsed with it anymore, so I changed it to just, like, a few. It was Western Stars, Volvos, Freightliners, and then it just ended up being Volvos and Freightliners, but once again, like, I can't be bothered. I also upgraded, or changed, sorry, one Mac, and I wanted the engine from a modded engine to a default, because it was 625 or whatever it was, but when I play this on multiplayer, I don't know how you can recreate, like, copy the profile, but you can't, so I'm gonna have to change. Oh, tree. Cool. I'd assume there'd be cones there, right? I'd have to change the mod, like the mods all the time. Anyway, I don't know. It's just saves on strain, really. I guess converting it from multiplayer to not multiplayer. Oh, now you want to double jump? Jeez, make your mind up. Can't really see the dash very well. I do like this truck because because it's new. Whoops! It has like the automatic sensors, so when you indicate next to something, it will let you know that there's something there. I also love that it's physical on the dash, like you can see all the buttons flick and everything. You don't get that on many trucks, to be honest, and it's annoying. Even the parking brakes go in and out and everything. And it's just small details I like, you know? But you can't see that on any of the trucks. So originally, I was going to replace my entire fleet with this, because occasionally I do like driving it, but now I've seen it's a 625, a 565, not a 585 even. It just seems a bit pointless because I need AI to do things efficiently, right? Because that is in the game. If they can't, you know, maximize fuel economy and increase or decrease the time it takes to deliver the thing, and, you know, increase the pulling power and what cargo you can take with their skills and everything. I know you can change it all, but that's a lot of fucking hassle I can't be bothered with. It just makes sense to have one of the highest ones, right? I know the highest one is Peterbilt and Kenworth, but I don't want that in my fleet, to be perfectly honest. Not in a bad way, like I said. I just think that's gonna be a pain in. Like, it does make sense, obviously, because you can have whatever, really. Don't even, you dick. But if I'm going to have some simulative aspect to it, I might as well have it as, like, a modern, updated company, right? Like Freightliner and all that. Because so I'm drinking coffee. Tea. Because you know, to me it associates, like, I know that Kenworth and Freightliner have modern updated trucks. I don't like them personally. I just don't. They're horrid. They're turning to shite as well. I just don't like it personally, so I don't want it in my fleet. I want something that I would drive too, and I don't drive the Max really. I might give it a go again, but I'm really debating whether to sell this truck or the.
Go straight on.
Okay, we're just not going to stop, apparently. That's good, that's cool, that works too. Great. See? I like that feature. I don't know about the noise. Well, the noise makes sense because it helps warn you, I suppose, but the Freightliner doesn't have the noise in. But it was an update that they put in last year. This is interesting. Oh, it's a roundabout and no one knows how to work it because they're American.
Take the second
Right.
exit.
I'm in the wrong lane. I'm sorry.
Keep left.
I was way in the wrong
Exit
lane.
now. Keep right, and then turn right.
Didn't realise they did that. That's my fault.
Turn right.
So yeah, that's my thinking right now. Is that I like I said, the main reason I hate this truck is two, actually. It's probably like it in real life, I don't know. Maybe I'll look at the torques and see if that matters, because you can have low horsepower but high torque. Maybe that's what this is. In which case, fine, I'll do that. I'll convert all my trucks into it, but I don't think that's the case. And the Freightliner option I have, so the Freightliner option I wanted is this one. And the reason why I don't like this option is because of the rear end. It makes sense. I'll use this page. It makes sense. It's this. It seems way too premium for an entire fleet, you know? Maybe not. I'd prefer this. However, because of the rooftop there, you can't put beacons on the side. It gets rid of the rooftop and then it looks like this, and it just looks stupid. So that's why I was thinking this Volvo. I mean, I could use the Volvo VNL 2014, but that's not updated enough. Oh, this is interesting. Huh? How do I see just normal Volvos? That is interesting. How do I get to... What? I don't want second hand. Give me fucking first hand, bitch. Does it matter? Oh, okay. So are they just phasing out this truck then? Okay. What is the torque actually? 1850. Oh. Wow. So this truck is fucking useless, really. And this is the maxed out truck with default engine anyway. I don't like Western Star. They're pretty much a Freightliner, just looks a bit different. And I was also contemplating a Western Star fleet. Not this, because that's fucking horrid, and the seating position is worse. It would be more like this one. I don't like the front on that one, although it does look cooler, I suppose. I don't know. Come on. Okay. I think it's that one, yeah. Yeah, I mean, kind of looks okay. But I don't... It kind of looks okay. It makes it aerodynamic, I suppose. What is the engine power you can go up to? That's that. I'm going to guess... Yeah, it's 600. Okay. So still, it's not great. Torque is higher than the Volvo one I currently am driving. So it's that, really. Or the Mac. So it would be the Freightliner or the Mac option, really. But I don't know. I really don't know. I just don't. I might drive the Mac next, then the Freightliner. Or the Freightliner, then the Mac, so I can... Oh, it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's really silly things, honestly. It doesn't ultimately matter, but it matters to me, in my brains. My ever so succulent, juicy brains. It matters. I don't like the engines. Oh, the second thing as well. So the horsepower is shit on this, and the torque. But the second thing I absolutely hate in this truck is the engine sound. Horrid. It is so horrid and basic. I really just do not like it. It sounds crap. It sounds really bassy as well. And I can't actually stand it. Wow, that was the smoothest braking session I've ever had. So yeah, I'm tempted to get rid of this truck because I don't see the point in this truck. It's nice to have trucks just to drive for new videos and stuff, but ultimately for me, when I drive a frequent truck, oh god, oh okay, I want it to be something I enjoy. And like I said, the Volvo VNL, I just cannot drive in a straight line for some reason. I have no idea why.
Keep left and then exit left. Exit left.
So that's interesting. And like I said, the Kenworth Peterbilts that I use and have, and the Internationals I use and have, it just seems not eco-friendly. I also can't really read the dash. Is that 65? I'm guessing. I only pressed it twice, so I'm guessing yes. Also, the VNL 2014 is interesting. I only usually have to shift up because I have smart sequential. I only usually have to shift up once and then down once. But with the Volvo VNL 2014, I have to shift up once and then shift down twice sometimes, quite often actually. So it's interesting. Very interesting. To me. I guess it doesn't really matter to you. So yeah, and like I said, I'd rather take one truck out of my garage so that way I can still drive that truck if I want it. But because it's in bulk, it's kind of like, I don't really know. There's method to madness is all I'm saying. A Freightliner, for example, I actually don't drive that often anymore, only really in multiplayer, because it's the only decent, that and the VNL 2014, is the only real decent engine sound that is stock. The rest sound horrid. Well, except for the Kenworth, I suppose, but, yeah, I mean, even the Peterbilt 389, you would have thought it had, like, a deeper, better engine, but sound, it just doesn't. It sounds like just mundane diesel. It's really weird. So yeah, it's interesting, I suppose. I don't think I'll be keeping this truck though. Maybe for videos, every now and then. I might just buy it. I have the fucking money to. Oh my god, come on. But I want trucks that I'm going to drive, if that makes sense. So the trucks I currently have in my fleet, I drive but don't. I mean, this truck and the Mac, I don't drive. So what's the point in having it there, right? If I'm going to drive it, even if it's not often, then I want my entire fleet to just encompass the things I like, if that makes sense. And like I said, ultimately that doesn't matter, because AI will drive any truck, no matter how fast or slow, but once again, the better the truck, the better they can perform their job. It just makes sense. So this truck would be useless. Not useless, obviously, it has its functions, but it would be, in my opinion, it would be shit, because they need the speed, they need the torque, they need the fuel economy. Maybe this truck has great fuel economy. I know the Freightliner has great fuel economy, so that doesn't really matter. But you see what I mean? So therefore you save more money on fuel costs, right? So to me it makes sense. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Maybe it really just doesn't matter and there is no real... Oh, why? Oh, the bass. That's horrid. That's better. But don't get me wrong, it actually looks nice. I don't mind it. It looks nice. The interior is nice. I can't really read the dash, but... And I like the things that are like you push the button in and it pushes in and it has lights on it and shit. And the jake brake and stuff and the wipers and what have you, which are weird now because for some reason I used to just have P as my wipers on and off, go through the settings, but now they also have O, which I usually set to my beacon. Now it slows down the wipers and turns them off, and I don't know, it's different settings. There's an update to it, so that put me on, that confused me. Like, there we go. Like if I press P again, keep pressing P, I can't turn it off. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Do they affect my beacons? Oh, okay, so that's the keybind I'm gonna have to change. So there's that. And like if I have, because there's a limited amount of trucks that you can put in a garage, say like if I get rid of the Freightliner, I could keep this truck and replace it all with Freightliners and still drive the Freightliner if I want to. Because ultimately I'm keeping this livery on most of my trucks. It's only there's only two trucks, well I know Freightliner does currently, but there's only two trucks that have different paint jobs, and that's the Kenworth and the Peterbilt, that's it. I got a new engine sound pack for the Peterbilt as well, so I want to try that at some point. So ultimately, it doesn't matter, because I'll just put this on and then think of another stock livery to put on all my trucks for the multiplayer, I suppose.
Keep left.
Because I will have 2 saves, the multiplayer and this. So once I've updated everything in this, I will then update it in the multiplayer, turn all the mods off and update it in the multiplayer and make sure everything's default basically. So me driving all of this is just to see how I feel finally about the truck.
Turn left.
And whilst I like the inside, I like this truck, I hate the engine sound. And I hate the fact that its horsepower is god awful and crap. 6.586 or whatever it was, really.
Get ready. Turn
565, sorry. Not even 585. Great, helpful.
Turn left.
Oh, okay. Don't need to indicate left. Yeah. What speed is it? 50. I don't mind the dash, like the GPS being out of the way like that as well. That's quite nice. That is one thing I wish the Volvo VNL 2014 had. You could customize. I know that there are mods. The less mods in a game, the better though, because less strain on the game. And if it's not needed, it's not needed. I love this truck's slow braking capability because all the other trucks I have just seem to brake like on a dime,
Go straight on.
even though it's like at the weakest brake setting. Okay, gonna do that then, are we? So yeah, that's my thought process. Who knows? I could end up keeping the max and just selling this anyway.
Keep left. And then exit left. Exit left.
Oh man. But like I said, I'm not going to bother keeping an entire fleet of trucks I'm not going to drive because that's just stupid. That's why I say the Freightliner, because I do drive that often, but not as often, and I don't drive Max, and I don't drive this. So, what's the point, you know? I hope that makes any sense. If not, then I'm terribly sorry. I've just waffled and rambled for no fucking reason. Ultimately, if this had a better engine sound, no, because then I wouldn't be able to use it more there. Okay, we're just gonna do that, are we? Sick, that's sick. Love you too, bro. Woo! I was not paying attention. 75, staying alive. Ooh, desolate. Whoops. Oh yeah, I'll quick save as well. I know the game just did that, but I like to do my own quick saves, makes it easier and quicker. Oh, I'm gonna get pulled in. Yep. I'm braking without the retarder, and that might seem like such a self-explanatory thing, but a lot of these trucks in this game, even though the braking is on the lowest sensitivity setting, they just
Never
brake
mind.
on a dime,
I'll find a new route.
and it's actually really annoying. Like this is all braking right now. As you guys can see, like, brakes are there. Like, if there's the brake pressure gauge somewhere, I could see. I could show you that, but really, are you fucking me? Is it green? Oh. It is. And of course, the tradition of collecting. Okay. Done. I really just don't like the engine sound in this. And like I said, I know it's done with, you could change it with a mod, yes. Once again, I'm using the same profile for multiplayer at the moment, and I cannot be bothered recreating. And you have to download some sketchy shit to copy this file, even though it should just be as easy as copying and pasting, but that didn't work, so I don't know. I don't know. Why is that not an option? I have not a clue. I guess to stop people from taking your account, I guess. I don't know, so you can't send it to others. I don't know, honestly. But yeah, it's a thing. So, yeah, I think I'm going to sell this truck. It's had a good run. I've had it for a while. How many miles is on it? Now, the ballsy thing would do is just have one truck in the entire fleet. 70,000. It's probably had more, because like I said, when I got the Max, I sold all of the trucks, so... And I know I had it before then. So it's probably got probably a good 200,000 miles now, in total. Since purchasing the truck originally. Maybe even more, but less than 300. I know that much. Not me driving it, by the way, AI. Because like I said, this engine sounds is shit. And I can't stomach it for long. It's so horrid in the ears. It's way too bassy. I have to lower my game down just to tolerate this sound. Headphones down as well. It's just, yeah, it's not great. Also, default liveries in this game, there aren't really any base ones, I suppose, that emulate any kind of livery in the game. That is interesting that they don't have, like, they have fake trailer companies and fake companies. Why can't you have that on your truck? Actually, that's interesting and cool. Why can't you do that? Like, commit and, you know, commit to a truck company. Not a truck company, sorry, a company, I suppose, because they will have their own trucks, like the goods company or whatever it's called. Nope, not the map. What's it called? The Walmart looking replacement thing. Like that, they have their own truck companies. Why can't they do that? Or like logging or specialized cargo, you know, or, you know, some of these will be their own company, like the petrol one, definitely, that'll be their own company. They'll have their own company logo. This, like that logo, why can't you have that on the truck, you know? Or this, that'll definitely be on a truck. Hell, even that. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff. I know that some, like, but this company, definitely, I mean, come on, they have that in real life. Like, you could dedicate, even, not just that on your trucks, but, or trailers, but you can even dedicate yourself to one company. And the company will fluctuate in, like, its ability to pay you and everything, and how much it can pay you, you know what I mean? Like, pretty much like a real company would. Depending on how good the stocks are and how good your driving is and everything. I reckon that should... Why isn't that implemented into the game, actually? That is interesting. Oh god, I'm going way too fast.
Turn right.
I'm just going to pull through it. Lol. Am I nearly there? I don't really do long haul. I am nearly here. I am here. Oh, yay. I don't do long haul. Like, I only started, what? Dallas, was it? Was it Dallas? Or was it a bit further? Or here? I don't remember. But I don't like doing long distance, like from here all the way over to here. Like, it seems fun, but I just have to interact, and just driving that long ass distance, unless I'm with people. And music. So probably won't be able to stream it anyway. I suppose not on copyright, but they're not always that good. This radio is good. Like the I have these favorited personally, and it only flicks through those radio stations. It's great. They're good radio stations. Same the one in Fernbus and Tourist Bus Simulator. Interesting fact for you. They're actually really good radio stations. But I love listening to them whilst driving. You can't do that when streaming because they're copyrighted. And yes, there are some really good non-copyright bangers, but I'd have to hope that Spotify or YouTube, for example, doesn't veer off the track and give me something that is copyrighted, or And I know I could import my own music, but that is... I don't have time for that. I really don't. Oh my god, okay. See, now you're...
Go
Okay,
straight
right.
on.
I don't have... Genuinely, I don't have time for that.
Go straight on.
Like, I have time to sit... Okay, wrong lane. Like, I have time to sit down and do admin, but I don't have time
Keep right.
to go through... I don't even have music downloaded anymore. It's all gone. I wiped my computer. I got rid of it years ago. I didn't need it then. Didn't need it now.
Keep right.
I have a few for when
and
I
then
start
turn
and end streams.
right.
That's it.
Turn right.
So, yeah. There's that.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
I did trial the new international truck that came out, the little thing, and it is 600 horsepower. Don't really like it either, personally. Where do I park? Oh, at the back, that makes sense. Oh, interesting.
Fine.
Well, okay.
Here.
Whoops. Sorry. I could go that way, but I mean, come on now. Who wouldn't do this? Real life, maybe not, but... What is that kind of trailer? Oh, okay. I feel like that does not need an extra bit at the back. That seems stupid. I never get that. The extra trailer at the back is just not needed. Oh, really now? Picky ass motherfucker. Oh, it's a housing project. I'll explain why they want a portable office. Okay. Could go that way, but I'm going this way. Whoop. Ow. My schnoz. Hey, like a pro. Like a pro, bro. See, it looks nice. It doesn't look bad. Don't get me wrong. I hate the engine sound, and I hate how weak it is. That's all. Anyway, I'm going to sell this truck now, because I'm not going to use it again. And I'm going to jump into a Mac. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one with a Mac.